Well, the TVLA have been busy out camping cars again around the Wasteland. Any naughty boys or girls? Lloyd's Bank's another bank that's closed till September for refurb. All banks seem to be closed and having a change. Well, the Arts Centre shop that we believed had run out of funding, they've now got refunding, so they've got some exciting projects of Crewe. So this is made out of, dare I touch it? Yeah, cardboard. So there's different projects for Crewe, so that's obviously railway. We've got some railway drawings from the man with the pick there. We've got Mr. Whippy ice cream stall here.
This is the oldest. I do everything.
Crewe, Bentley. That's also a Bentley. Queen's Park. I'm not quite sure what this is. It looks very good. So they've got funding for a year now and different pots for different projects, so there's more going on. Well, the History Centre, they are putting this plastic stuff, whatever it is, whether it's installation or whatever. It's going up anyway. See if we can find out what it is. Well, the telephone box, which isn't a telephone box, they're messing about with. So what they're putting in now is a screen for adverts. And then he says they've got to get somebody else to come and put a Wi-Fi box in, and then somebody else to come and put a telephone in, and an awful lot of different people coming to do a lot of different things, and nobody knows what it is. But at the moment, it's just going to be an advert. Get it right. The Wasteland, which they've abandoned because the hut and everything's gone, and there's nobody on site. Still got nobody here, so have they packed up? Have they finished? Or left half of it not done? Well, it's been a few days now and there's no sign of any activity or anybody doing anything, even though it's not finished. Well, Samuel Street Park is now open, but the play area isn't open. It should have opened yesterday, or it is now open. Well, the play area the same from maybe Monday. So it's obviously put a lot of grass seed down. The little square we've been on about, what is it? They think probably in a couple of weeks it's going to be a bench and a cycle rack, but they're not sure. Looks as though somebody's had to chop up one of the trees already. Ground's not quite settled. You can feel yourself sort of slipping and sliding a bit on this ground. The fences round each trees have all suffered. There's a bit of a dead tree there. So it's usually about 7 days for grass seed to come up, so we're talking another week before the grass comes up. Well, it's going to be a bit dodgy because it's higher than that, so when it comes to mow time it's not going to work very well. But yeah, I've got this nice little path. We've got another entrance down here now. Quite what the use of these bollards is, I don't know, because it won't stop anything or anybody getting in. apart from cars probably. So we'll come back in the week and see if the actual play area is going to be open. We are messing about with it and scratching their heads, so another regeneration. Well, outside the municipal on the square there's another memorial. It's a bit hard to read, but it's 2 years. It's better. Since this person passed. It's nice that somebody's actually taken the trouble to remember. I don't know if it was tragic circumstances, because it says something about set yourself free, so it's nice that somebody still remembers after 2 years. Well, the new payphone, whatever it is now open, well, turned on. It's a bit like sort of windows. We can have attractions. No, we can't, nothing works. Show all, shops. Just a map of things in the area. None of the touch buttons work. I presume like SOS emergencies and shops and food and things, but nothing works. No, now it works. So we've got a pretty screen showing where you are. But it is working. Well, they're having the miniature golf totally regenerated in the park. It's not normally what you expect of regeneration, but it's all been regenerated. Well, Samuel Street play area is now open, or in the next couple of minutes it will be removing all the fences, so it will definitely be open, and I've updated the photos on Google Maps. The square bit over there, the guy I was talking to this morning said he thinks it's going to have benches, and there's a lot of new benches on order, and it's going to have a ping pong table. So it's all done apart from the shouting. Well, the top of Asda, we have said is they've cleaned all the rubbish and knocked all the weeds down, that the drunks don't seem to be using it anymore. Perhaps they don't like being seen. And we did mention ages ago about they were going to do a redevelopment here for like a play area, football type of thing. Well, apparently it's not yet gone through planning, so once it's gone through planning, work can then commence. Well, the History Centre, they've now got all this weather defence board up. I know it's called Weather Defence Board because if you look at that you can read it. There is gaps, I'm assuming that's because there's going to be windows there. I've never heard of weather defence boards before, so what they actually do I don't know. If we find anybody we'll ask them. Well, this is interesting. Quite a few people over the weekend have been arrested for flying the British flag. So here we have Crewe Police Station flying the British flag. We have the British flag here, Cheshire East. Well, the British flag there, Cheshire East. So if you've got a flag up in Crewe and the police come and arrest you, ask them to explain why it's on their police station and why it's on Cheshire East buildings if it's illegal. How it can be illegal to put a flag up, God only knows, but that certainly has been happening a lot. The old Select store, we've got more pictures now showing what's going to be done with it. So hopefully perhaps there'll be some work done in the very near future. Well, it's just been reported to me outside the municipal on the bumpy bit there on Friday, an old lady in a buggy overturned and was trapped under the buggy. The ambulance was called straight away. 13 minutes later the ambulance turned up in absolute agony. Well, the Wasteland, nobody has reappeared. Still all that section's not done. So they got fed up and give up. There's nobody on site, no building hut or anything. So quite what's happened we don't know. Perhaps they give up. I've just said on video nobody turned up to the Wasteland, and miraculously a van's turned up with 2 little people. I think there's a third one somewhere with a wheelbarrow. So something may be done. I don't know what they're doing, but I've got a supervisor working with them. Well, the tanning said, so we did show last week the George Cross, and this is England, and somebody's come along and defaced it. And I don't quite know what the point of that is, because it doesn't really do anything if you painted over it or rubbed it out, but just to put black lines on it, it doesn't do very much, does it? Well, Richard Moon Street, somebody has got the George's Cross flying on a poster there. Can't quite get it. Those gave the lives, this will be forgotten. I'd be interested to know if anybody's had the police knocking on the door, if they've put a flag up. Richard Moon Street seems to be the place, because they've got curtains which is sort of making the flag. The police got to come knocking and tell them to take the curtains down. I like that one. Well, we've been looking at the regeneration of Samuel Street play area. And Derby Docks, where this was burnt out months and months ago. Still no sign of any repair or being removed or anything. So I don't know what the problem is, whether the council having things insured or what. Oh, we did report over a month ago now that the Daily Mary Arms, or the Blazer, whichever you want to call it, had got new management. And after less than 13 weeks it's closed again because of technical difficulties. It was supposed to be an experienced landlord that took it over, so they're now trying to find somebody else to run it. So if you want a pub, come and have the pub. There's a lot of butterflies about again, but they're all these white ones. I don't see any red admirals about nowadays. Well, there's tons of these about. Well, after a couple of weeks of nobody being on site, these 2 hard working, well, he's going to work in a minute, he's going to do something, and now back on site. So whether they just had an extended bank holiday or what? Are they here to actually do any work or not? No. There's not a lot of activities. At Lloyd's Bank it's all go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 men working on the job. Why there's a sudden craze to redo banks, I don't know, but nevertheless. I just thought I'd do something a bit different, because a lot of people that watch the videos are housebound and can't get out. I'm just sitting on the municipal square with the monument, and just to show people who are housebound what the area is like now. The trees are just starting to change colour, and you're always here at 11 o'clock because they still haven't fixed the bloody clock. the market centre. There used to be a little shop there, didn't there? And then there's a shop at the end for the lady that repaired clocks. Of course, municipal buildings. And a lovely weather vane which you can't see because it's facing the wrong way. And just for these that can't get out, let's see what it's like sitting in the square. There's certain people that come here on a daily basis, and quite a community around this little area really. I'm back at High Street again, and this is just getting past the joke, isn't it? It was supposed to be finishing last September. Then it was here, then it was there, then maybe with the Ukraine voting in, but now they're saying middle of September. So it was supposed to be the end of August, now the middle of September. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. A lot of the local traders are saying they only work till 2 o'clock. They're all standing around. I mean, it's a joke, isn't it? It's like the courthouse was supposed to be, was it August, and it ended up March. It's not like a couple of days, is it? Council really got to get a grip on these bloody projects. Well, none of this High Street makes any sense. If you look at the old videos, they put grass down here. In the last couple of weeks, they ripped it all up again. And now they put more grass down here. So it's now grassed all the way up there, which they ripped up last week. Grass is more of a jungle there than a lawn. Yeah, it originally was nice grass, but now this is just a weed bed. Got the nice trees at the back, which are looking a bit dodgy, but got this grassed area, but there's more weeds than grass. It's not even flowers, is it? Well, that's interesting, just talking to Cheshire East. Now, it was stated that this was going to open middle of September, but he's under the impression it's going to open tomorrow. We've got enough people walking about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them, and they still haven't done this. So the blind come here, cross over, and then fall over and break their necks here. And it's like this walking here, there's rubble everywhere, it's not even. If you're blind you can't see where the hell you're going, obviously. Loose stones here. And then if you're lucky you might make it to this other side. Now interestingly they've put new curbs here, but if you checked on Cheshire East's website there was no work being done, so whether Cheshire East didn't know that they were doing it or what. It's a bit of a bodge job because you can see the gap and others are flood. You've then got a crossing here which is taking you nowhere at the moment. But just looking at the bit that goes to the tunnel, we've got all sorts of discarded rubbish, bits of pallets, bits of straps. In there we've got a bloody big piece of concrete. Rubbish everywhere. Gas bottles. Cones. More rubbish. Bits of rubbish over there, trolley full of rubbish. Half a dead tree over there. Oak Street, it looks as though they're putting a big sewer pipe in. There's a lot of man standing in a big sewer pipe, and now it's on the end of the digger. So you can see the state of it now. Well, of Oak Street, we did highlight last week that they've cleared this middle section. So it does seem pretty clear now. They've got a digger there. So presumably any time soon we're going to have cranes and diggers and all sorts to join that bit to that bit. It's coming slowly. Just the football pitch on the top that's interesting.